Hi, I'm Kiara, and I'm a hopeless romantic. But before I continue, please like and subscribe. I completely blame Mom for my problem. She's been a soap opera actor since her teens, and I think playing the heroine and all those love stories made her believe they were half real, even though she was often disappointed in reality. But a hopeless romantic doesn't give up easily. Despite some bad experiences, you continue to believe that one day true love really will conquer all. So I grew up watching classic romantic movies and Disney fairy tales, and I believed in soulmates and love at first sight and happily ever afters. That's what the movies told us. It had to happen as long as we believed. Well, Mom was still looking, and I was on this journey with her. And when things went bad, I was waiting with ice cream and her favorite rom-com, When Harry Met Sally. When you realize you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody, you want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible. Oh, my heart. This gets me every time. God, where are these men hiding? As Mom threw her bowl away angrily, my BFF Lauren walked in. Did I come at a bad time? Oh, no. We're just watching rom-coms and crying. The usual. Come on, join us. I was mostly a normal teenager, even a successful one. I'd inherited Mom's good looks, had plenty of friends, and I got good grades. My only problem was that I was always looking for love, and I fell for guys way too easily. Like there was Anthony in freshman year, who was the one until he stopped calling and pretended he didn't know me at school. Or Leo, who forgot to tell me that he was moving to California till he had already moved. And most recently, Mark, who suddenly told me he was becoming a priest and couldn't date girls anymore. I don't get it. These guys seem to like me, and it's going great, and then I don't know what happens. They go out with you because you're pretty and cool, and then you lose your mind and drive them away. What am I doing wrong? Oh, I don't know. How about when you told Anthony on the second date that you were in love with him? Or Leo, man, you looked deep into his eyes and said you could see his soul. Or Mark, you sang a song for him at his sister's wedding. You weren't even invited. I just wear my heart on my sleeve. You come on too strong, and you always pick the wrong guys. They look like your dumb idea of Prince Charming, and they're exciting, but they're not right for you. Okay, but look at this guy I bumped into at the coffee shop today. He asked me out. Lauren immediately set a calendar alert for 6 weeks. What's that for? When you guys break up? This time it's different. I'd love to be wrong about this, but she was never wrong. 6 weeks, like clockwork, the end. And I would scream into my pillow and swear off stupid boys forever. Till the next one, of course. Lauren always supported me, but after watching my summer romance crash and burn before senior year, she'd had enough. I can't watch you go through this again. Listen, why don't you let me choose someone for you? I know you inside out, and I'll pick someone right. I'll try anything at this point. Okay, but there are 3 rules. First, you have to go out with my pick. Deal. And you have to get to know him before you decide you're in love. Don't rush into it. Agreed? And you can't reject him until you've had at least 3 dates. Done. We wrote it into a contract and signed it. Lauren was taking her research very seriously, and I couldn't wait. But that Friday, I came home from school to find moving trucks next door. I casually looked out my window, and that's when I saw him. He was carrying boxes, and it was a hot day, so he took his shirt off, and I nearly fell out. The boy was a freaking work of art, and his smile brighter than the sun. I wished I was the box he was carrying inside his house. Maybe on our wedding day? Snap out of it, idiot! I really tried, but I just couldn't stop thinking about him. So 2 days later, I went over to introduce myself. I rang the doorbell, but suddenly I lost my nerve. I turned around to run, and I tripped, and I landed face flat in mud. Someone helped me up, and I turned to the son of Zeus himself. Hey, you okay? That must have been a bad fall. Oh, this? No, you've got it all wrong. See, we don't have mud at our place right now, so I just came over to do a mud facial. It's really good for your skin. You should try it. Not that you need it. No, sirree. I've seen you around, and you don't need it either. You're really pretty and all. I'm Brett, by the way. He held out his hand, and when we touched, fireworks! I don't remember much from that moment, except that he said he was going to start at my school on Monday. I practically floated back home. I couldn't wait to tell Lauren. Except the next day at school, she told me she'd finally picked someone for me. Lauren was explaining her decisions by the locker, but my eyes were busy scanning the hallways for Brett. Are you hearing any of this? Of course, yeah, sure, thank you. But just then, Brett walked up to me, smiling. Hey, I was hoping to run into you. Think you can show me around later? I would love to. As he walked away, Lauren turned towards me angrily. No! What do you mean, no? You have to go with the guy I picked. You signed a contract, remember? I know, it's just that… La, can't hear you. Okay, fine. Lauren had picked out this guy, Steven, and she forced me to talk to him. We'd been going to school together for years. He was perfectly nice and even cute in a skinny, geek kind of way, but I didn't feel that spark. Still, I agreed to go out with Steven on Friday night because of that stupid contract, but I couldn't get Brett off my mind. Every day that week, we met after school in his kitchen, did our homework together, and just got to know each other. I found myself falling for him hard. On Thursday, I learned he was falling too.
So, wanna go out with me tomorrow night?
I can't. It's just this stupid thing I agreed to do for my friend. She picked someone for me and I committed to this date this Friday.
What about Saturday then?
Saturday sounds perfect. The next night was my date with Steven, and it was interesting. I always thought he was shy, but once he got talking, it was hard to stop him. He was smart and made super lame jokes that he cracked up over himself, which made me laugh, but I decided to come clean. Look, this was great, but I kinda have my heart set on someone else right now. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't be. That's a relief, actually. I'm coming out of a relationship and I'm not ready for anything serious. So, who's the guy?
It's my new neighbor. It was like love at first sight, like he's my soulmate, you know?
No, I don't actually. I think that whole idea is stupid.
What? Why?
'Cause it's stupid? Like what? We're supposed to believe that Cinderella and her prince found true love after dancing for 2.5 minutes?
There are so many other examples.
Romeo and Juliet? Those morons didn't live long enough to discover there were probably better people out there for them.
How can you not believe in love?
You have to know someone with all their flaws and then decide if you still like them enough to want to be with them. I believe in love, just not your dumb fairy tale version of it.
How old are you, 10? Gosh, you're so rude. I flung a glass of water in his face before I stormed out. Who is this jerk to judge me? I had to break the contract. No way was I going on 2 more dates with this guy. Lauren wanted to know all about my date, but I decided to tell her the details later. I had my date with Brett the next night, and that was amazing. We grabbed a quick bite from this burger joint and then went to a party with other seniors. I couldn't believe how quickly he had made friends with everyone. People just gravitated towards him, and I loved that. We danced all night, and standing next to him, I felt important. We kissed for the first time on my porch. I walked inside feeling excited and dizzy, and then I found Lauren sitting on my bed. Yeah, she knew. I'm so sorry. I was gonna tell you, it's just this time, it's really real. Lauren pulled out her phone and started flicking through it. He's incredible. He's confident and fun, and we went to this party. Lauren, can you please look at me? What are you doing? 6 weeks. Just setting my alert. Come on, don't be that way. Why did you go out with Steven in the first place? Why did you ask me to do any of this? You put so much more faith in random guys than you do in people who actually love you. Steven turned out to be a jerk, okay? He and I have nothing in common, but with Brett, it's something I've never felt before. I have to give this a chance. Okay, 6 weeks. And you know what? Just turn that alert off. You jinx my relationships. Oh, it's my fault now? I'm not turning it off. Yes, you are. Give me that. We both ended up wrestling like crazy over the phone, but as I pulled at it, it suddenly went flying and smashed into the wall. I tried to apologize, but Lauren just stormed off. I'd never really had a falling out with her, and it didn't feel good. But if she couldn't support me being with Brett, then I wasn't talking to her. Brett and I were inseparable, and every weekend we went to some new exciting place or party. I'd never felt so happy. Maybe I was finally done with all the dates and all the boys, but after a perfect month, things slowly started changing. Brett seemed a bit distant. He didn't want to go out on dates or parties so often now. When I asked him about it, he said he missed hanging out with his friends and wanted to spend more time with them. But I had this nagging feeling, and I'm not proud of this, but I followed him from his house to the other end of town, watched him walk into a house party, then watched him kiss another girl. I stormed up to him and grabbed him by his shirt. What do you think you're doing?
Kiara, you followed me?
You're cheating on me.
Look, can we please not do this here?
OMG, is this your crazy ex you were just telling me about? The one who has a whole journal for your future wedding? Girl, I saw the pictures, and you're pathetic. My what? You went through my things and took pictures?
I just found it under your pillow one day. What were you thinking, planning our wedding? You even had pictures of what our kids would look like. Who does that?
What I do in private is none of your business, and I never said anything to you.
But it was about me, and it's just creepy, okay? And I guess it made me realize that you're way more into me than I am into you.
And you weren't even man enough to break up with me? You just started seeing someone else? You know who does that? A stupid jerk. I pushed him so hard that he fell on his new girlfriend, and I ran out of the party in angry tears. As I waited for an Uber outside, someone gently took my hand. It was Steven. Oh, perfect. You were here to see everything. Go ahead, gloat, laugh at me.
I don't want to do that, Kiara. He's a jerk. This is not your fault.
No, but it is, because I'm so in love with the idea of being in love that I ignore the signs. I've seen him flirting with other girls, and I know he's full of himself, but I just felt so lucky that he chose me. That is pathetic, isn't it?
What can I do to make you feel better? Can I take you home?
Could you take me to Lauren's? I found Lauren in her room, and I just burst into tears. She immediately put her arms around me like she'd done every time in the past. You have to see how valuable you really are. You give too much of yourself to people who don't deserve it. What I don't deserve is a friend like you. But you're stuck with me anyway. Lauren stuck with me in the weeks that followed, and she wouldn't let Brett come near me in school when he tried to apologize. But Brett was persistent. Finally, I agreed to meet him on my porch, and for the first time, he didn't seem so confident.
I made a terrible mistake, Kiara. I just got freaked out over nothing, and not being with you made me realize how I really feel about you. Please, give me another chance.
It would have been so easy to just fall into his arms. No, I'm too valuable to give you any more of my time. It's over, we're over. A couple of weeks later, I was sitting on the bleachers when Steven joined me.
I need to apologize for our date. I had no right to judge you.
Yeah, you didn't, but you weren't wrong. And for the record, I was enjoying our date till I got mad at you.
I was enjoying our date too, till you told me you liked someone else. I lied about my breakup, just so I sounded like I wasn't interested either. But actually, I've kinda had a crush on you for years. I was really excited when Lauren set us up.
Oh, I had no idea. Yeah, Lauren thought we'd be perfect together. I was actually supposed to go on 3 dates with you.
3 dates, huh? So you owe me 2 more?
I guess I do. Lauren was just coming up as he walked away. What was that about? I'm completing the contract. She smiled and pulled out her phone. 6 weeks? Not this time, not anymore.